Hello, everybody. Okay. So in this video, I'll be giving the Ben 10 aliens Pokemon types. Here are some other things I want to say before we start. Obviously, every single alien will get a Pokemon type. If I feel like it's necessary, I will mention stuff like abilities and stats. The Ultimates will be treated as Mega Evolutions. And just for fun, I made shiny variations for all of the aliens. So yeah, with that being said, let's start with the aliens.
What happened? It started when an alien device did what it did.
Heatblast will receive the obvious Fire Rock type. For the shiny, I turned him blue with shiny rocks. Wild, I don't see anything working other than normal. Same logic applies to the Mega Evolution. For the shinies, I swapped the Ultimates and the normal colors. Diamond Head gets the obvious pure rock type with high defenses. And for the shiny, I turned him purple. Try and take a wild guess which Chromastone shiny will be. Cyclizard is pretty much just Accelerate, so give him the normal dragon typing. Also, it makes sense for him to have the highest speed stat out of any of the aliens. Most blue Pokemon turn pink when they turn shiny, so pink shiny. Forums gets to be pure fighting. Maybe also give him an ability like Iron Fist. Shiny turns grey, because I like it when red Pokemon turn grey. Grey Matter is a pure normal type. I don't think it should get the psychic type just because it's smart, unlike the ultimate that actually does have psychic powers. For the shiny, I turned them green because of green frogs. Ripjaws gets the pure water type, maybe an ability like Strongjaw as well. For the shiny, I inverted his main body. Stingfire makes the most sense to be a poison bug type. An upgrade makes sense to be electric steel. For both their shinies, I made them resemble their reboot colors. Ghost Freak gets the Ghost Dark type. Ghost for obvious reasons, and Dark because I want to connect the inner aliens in two different ways. The first way is all of them having the Dark type. The second way is all of them having an ability similar to Beast Boost. Call it something like Inert Amplifier. Ghost Freak will get his special defense amplified. The shiny turns turquoise. Cannonball receives the pure rock type. Also give him an ability like Speed Boost since he rolls very fast. The Ultimate can receive the Steel type and lose the Rock type. The regular shiny turns red with blue rocks, while the shiny for the Ultimate receives a bronze coating. Wildvine receives the pure grass type, and for a shiny it gets a muddy color. Buzzshot gets the pure electric type with the abilities plus and minus, and for the shiny I completely inverted its colors. Spitter just spits out some gross water, so I think the poison type will work best for it. And for the shiny, I boosted up the green. Artiguana is an ice lizard. Ice dragon is the only typing that makes sense. And for the shiny, I turned him red. For the Upchucks, I want to give them both the poison type. Here's the other thing I want to add. I want to give one of them the thick fat ability, and the other one the gluttony ability. Which one gets which can be a coin flip. For the shinies, the Perk turns blue and the Merc turns pink. The Halloween Tree will all get the dark type because, they're Inner aliens. Blitzwolf also gets the normal type since most sound-based moves are normal type. And his Inner Amplifier will amplify his special attack. Snarrow can get the grass type with his HP being amplified. And Frankenstrike with the electric type with his attack being amplified. Blitzwolf turns red to reference a blood moon. Snarrow turns white to look like toilet paper. And for Frankenstrike, I just went crazy with his colors. Because why not? Ditto just cloned itself, which is nothing special, so normal type. For the shiny, I couldn't think of anything, so I just asked my friend Ollie to give me 3 numbers, and this is the color that came out of it. Now time for Eye Guy. He has a wide range of powers, whether it be in fire, electricity, or just green beams. So a lot of types could work for him. So why not make him pure psychic type with the Protean ability? In case you didn't know, Protean allows the user to change his type. And the shiny gets a bit tangerine. Waybig is a cosmic entity made of space metals. Psychic Steel makes sense for him. This is another case where I asked a friend for help. I told my buddy Sonic to fuck around with his colors and gave him no context, and this is what he made. Thanks, man.
I don't know, Quinn. He's a bad dude.
No, Bob. No dude is too bad to save.
Blech! Why so serious?
Swampfire will get the obvious grass fire type. The Blossom design is technically its evolution, so I'll make that in this hypothetical. And the Ultimate also gets the grass fire type. That technically means the Blossom has the Ultimate as its Mega, even though I think it was stated that the Blossom will receive a different Ultimate, but whatever. For the shinies, I gave their main bodies the colors of autumn. Orange, red, and yellow. Base form, Humongousaur receives the pure dragon type. But when his HP drops below half, he turns into his boner form, not only doubling his defense and attack, but also giving him the rock type. The shiny turns them both Barney colors because I thought it would be funny. The Ultimate loses the rock type for a steel type, and the shiny gets the colors of the original. Like I said for Blitzwolfer, most sound-based attacks are just normal type, So pure normal for the base form and normal steel for the ultimate. For the shinies I gave the base form a bright green and the shiny for the ultimate gets a bright blue. Jetray gets electric flying. I wanted to give him the water type because he is amphibious, but that does not feel like enough of a reason to give him the water type. Also, give him an ability like Gale Wings, but for electric type moves. I give him a blue shiny because blue is cool. Rock type for Chromastone since he's a geode. I don't know what to make his secondary type though, because Psychic and Theory both work perfectly for him. So I'll just go with Theory, because one, looking at what I have planned, there is more Psychic types than Theory types. Diamond Head colors for his shiny. Big Chill gets Ice Ghost type. Also, the abilities Heat Proof and Snow Cloak. The ultimate keeps the same typing but replaces Heat Proof with Flash Fire. For both their shinies, I inverted their colors so they swap colors. And it looks incredible on the ultimate. Spider Monkey gets Bug Fighting. It's the only typing that makes sense. The ultimate's typing does not change at all. And for the shinies, they both get green. Brainstorm gets Electric Psychic, and he gets a red shiny to reference Mr. Krabs. Goop receives the pure poison type with the ability Poison Touch, and for the shiny I turned him white. And yes, it's for the exact reason you're thinking, and if that makes you uncomfortable, I did make a purple variant. Now, it's time for Alien X. Now, Alien X is a god that can do anything. Now the question rises, how do I turn this thing into a Pokémon? Let's start off by making it a pure Psychic type. Its stats will be 400 across the board except for its speed stat, which will only be 20. Give him the abilities Wonder Guard, which means any attack that doesn't do super effective damage will not do any damage to him. Protean, which means whatever attack he does will change his typing. That mixed with Wonder Guard will be insanely overpowered. Beast Boost, which boosts its highest stats, and for Alien X that's everything except for speed. And also Truant, meaning has to move every other turn, representing Alien X's thing about making a decision before attacking, and allow it to learn every single move in the game, making him incredibly overpowered. Knowing how broken I made this, Smogon is going to have to make a tier above anything goes. That was a long one. Anyways, for the shiny I completely inverted his colors. Returning to the other aliens, Lodestar gets a pure steel type. For a shiny I couldn't think of anything, so I asked my friend Jet, and the results he gave me came out with these colors. Raph will receive the pure fighting type with the ability Intimidate, and the ultimate will gain the dark type. The normal form gets a white tiger look, while the ultimate gets a Mr. Beast colors. Water Hazard will receive the Water Steel type, and the ability Water Absorb, and the shiny turns blue. Terraspin gets the Flying Rock type, and because of his wind control and rock because of his hard shell. Also, I'm not sure if an ability like this exists, but give him an ability that makes him immune to Fairy type moves, since Fairy is treated as the magic type, and Geocanary Aerials like Terraspin are immune to mana and magic. For the shiny, yet again, I couldn't think of anything, so I went to my friend Chris, and she did a lot. So I went with the one that looked like cheese. NRG gets the Fire Steel type, but just like Humongousaur, when its HP goes below half it changes form, increasing its speed and turning into the Fire Poison type. For the shinies I swapped the colors of the forms, I'm doing that a lot I'm noticing. Amphibian gets Water Electric, and the shiny turns Double Doll colors. Armadillo gets the Ground Steel type, and the shiny swaps his yellow and grey parts. Ito receives the Bug Steel type because he's a bug with a metallic body. For the shiny I took him to the dentist. Joyrig is normal type. There's really nothing special about him. Shiny's red gets even more red. Thashrak is a normal fighting type. I'm saying fighting type because he's a counterpart to Accelerate. And normally with counterpart Pokemon, when one of them is dual type, the other one is also dual type. The shiny turns purple as a reference to a certain Citricaya from 5 years later. Chameleon gets the normal type, and the shiny turns red and blue. Clockwork receives the Psychic Steel type. And for the shiny, I inverted his colors. I'm gonna try and stop doing that so much. I'm doing that a lot.
I am tired of you!
Then kill him!
Shock Squad gets Electric Fighting, and the shiny gets the colors of his Heroes United design. Feedback has to be a pure electric type with the ability Volt Absorb. His shiny turns silver. Blocks gets pure normal type, and for the shiny I made him a mess of colors. Gravitat gets Rock Psychic. Same thing goes for the ultimate. For the shinies I turned them both silver. Crash Upper is a pure bug type with an ability like Iron Fist but with moves for crashing. Shiny turns orange. Now for the alien that was inspired by Pokemon itself, Bulbasaur gets the bug poison type. Shiny turns green. Walkitrao is just a fish, water type. His shiny becomes Doran colors. Molstache gets the fighting type. I'm kinda debating the ground type because he is a mole, but we never really see him dig, so I'm not 100% sure on that one. His shiny turns pink. The worst is just a normal type, but with really high defenses. For his shiny, I just gave him a new pair of underwear. Peskydas of course gets the fairy type because he's a fairy. Now I have two ideas for his secondary type. Psychic because of the nature of his abilities, or possible dark type because of the nightmares he causes. But for this I'll go with dark type because fairy dark type is more unique. For the shiny I swapped around his colors. Kick and Hawk just gets pure fighting. I haven't made too many black shinies so far, so why not give him one? Topic's whole thing is that he's really ugly and scary, so the dark type makes the most sense for him. His shiny turns a pale white. Bullfrog gets fighting type. You could kinda argue water type since he is a frog, but we never see the incursion species around water, so I'm not sure about this one. His shiny turns his greens to red. For Astrodactyl there are 3 types to have in mind: rock, flying, and fairy. Rock type because of his body, flying type because he flies, fairy type because of his energy inside of him. How am I gonna decide? It's been decided. And he gets a purple shiny. Atomics gets the poison steel type. And also I don't think anyone will complain if I give him legendary type stats. And for his shiny I inverted his colors. Gutrot gets the poison steel type. The shiny turns grey and blue. Vampire turns fly and dark and his inner amplifier will amplify his speed stat. His shiny turns completely grey.
I like it. Me too.
Let's go, Tommy.
Overflow, just like Water Hazard, will have the water steel type. For his shiny I swapped around his colors. Slapback looks like he's made of metal, so I'll go with steel type. And for his shiny I turned him yellow with red. Shark Rock gets Rock Electric. And give him an ability that powers up his teammate in a battle. Something like plus and minus, but with every Pokemon. And his shiny turns red with much more darker colors on him. Gax will receive the water type. I wanted to consider dark type because of Vilgax, but that's not a species thing, that's just Vilgax. And his shiny turns blue to represent the water type. I'll give Surge the Psychic Electric type. Gave him Psychic because he is a hive mind species. For the shiny, I decided to swap around his main colors. And finally, Bashmouth will receive the Dark Steel type, and the shiny turns blue. And there we go, every single alien has a Pokemon type and a shiny. Thanks for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said in my last video, this year I want to post at least once a year. Thank you for watching. My name is Modnor, and I am no longer here.